this is Big Gulp. He's our biggest planer that we have. He's 25 inches wide, about 60 horsepower, it's double head, so it can plane both sides of a board at the same time. What makes this thing different is that it is a carpet planer or a flattening planer. Most planers are single-sided, and even if they're double-sided, they don't actually flatten a board. They'll bring it to the correct thickness, but they won't flatten it. Typically it takes a facer or a jointer, which we have over here, to flatten a board. But this machine is designed to do both processes. So what makes this machine different than most planers is it's carpet. It's got a conveyor system. It's also pretty long. It's about 8 feet long, 9 feet long. It's got a conveyor system. And as the board goes through, these little fingers here are spring loaded. It's got thousands of these things. These will push in and keep constant pressure on the board without pushing it down to the table. So you can have a board that has a bow or a cup or something like that, and a normal planer is just going to flatten it out from the down pressure. This one will actually kind of keep it in the position that it's supposed to be. And as the board goes through, it goes about 4 feet and hits this first head, which is the jointer head, and that will flatten the bottom side. And then it's going to continue on, keep going, and then it will hit a drive roller and then a second planing head, which will do the thicknessing. Then it comes out the other side, a perfectly flat, properly thicknessed board. You can see this is all jointer head, and you'll see the first cutter head, and then it comes out of that cutter head flat on one side, and then it comes to another dry roller and a big cutter head, another cutter head, and that will thickness the board. Of course, then it comes out the rear end here. Start old Big Gulp up. Bottom cutter head. That sounds cool. Top cutter head. And now let's get the feed chain going. Let's look over here. See it's speeding up. There's 10 meters a minute. That's about 30-ish feet per second. Everything's working. Well, it wasn't much of a load, but we got it done pretty quick. You'll notice how flat everything is. You can't even get your fingernail between the boards as they're just laying on top of each other. Make that good sound when they hit the ground. They look like, I know we don't like putting water on stuff, but it's really nothing else that'll bring the color out as well. A little water, a little alcohol. So let's just wipe them a little bit. Here's what it's going to look like. Very pretty. Very pretty. Here's what this one looks like. Look at that. Very nice. Now I'm going to wipe the water off. Well, we got this done pretty quick. This is some pretty looking wood. We're done. Didn't take very long. It's only a half dozen slabs. That machine right there will crank through several thousand board feet per hour. No problems. That's why we call it the big gulp. It'll just eat. It may surprise some folks, but the National Hardwood Lumber Association, the organization that's in charge of setting the standards for lumber grading, does not consider bow or twist or cut or curve defects in hardwood lumber, although most woodworkers consider them significant defects. At Hobby Hardwood, we consider them significant defects as well. Who wants to work with a board that's got a twist in it? So we go to great lengths to minimize those defects. We don't do it because the National Hardwood Lumber Association says we're supposed to, because they don't. We do it because it's the right thing to do, and we wouldn't sell a board that we wouldn't use ourselves. I hope you enjoyed watching me explain a little bit about some of our specialty equipment we have here at Hobby Hardwood. We invest a lot of money and a lot of touch time in this wood to try to make it look as good as we possibly can. We want to sell the best wood out there, and we go to a lot of extra effort to make it the best wood out there. Come on by, visit us if you get a chance. Swing by the website, hobbyhardwoodalabama.com. And I appreciate you watching. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel, and we'll be seeing you. Have a good day.